Hello again, it's me, Mason. I'm here to do a flip through of the highly anticipated travel journal from my Disney trip with my mom. I went from July 27th, from July 28th to August 3rd-ish. I don't remember exactly the dates, but you'll see them eventually. So yeah, this is the cover. This is a Moleskine cashier or something notebook. It's one of those little packs that come in a pack of 3. I decorated with some various clip art images that I had from either like magazines or old kids travel guides that I got from thrift stores, and some stamps and stickers and washi tape. And this is a sticker from Wish Upon Magic on Etsy if you guys are curious. I'll try to point out the Etsy shops that I got some stickers from if I can remember them off the top of my head. Yeah, let's open her up. Definitely a bit of small cluster collages in the middles with just my now legal name and phone number. I don't care if you see it, just don't call me. And then, hello, I'm going to Walt Disney World. I thought that was really cute. An itinerary. Oh yeah, I left the 27th and then I came home the 3rd of August at about 8 p.m. because we got in kind of late. And then just kind of like a rough itinerary. We really didn't follow this itinerary at all. If anything, certain days ended up getting changed. So yeah, that was fun. Packing list, partially serious, like clothes, toiletries, journal supplies, trading pins, power bank for phone, quarters and pennies. You don't need quarters and pennies anymore. You just need dollar bills because all the pressed penny machines just take dollar bills or credit cards. So yeah, fun. Now a pressed penny's worth $1. Sunscreen, foldable umbrella, snacks, reusable water bottle, Mickey ears, a big smile, and a song in my heart is what I put on there just for fun. Gift ideas for people that I work with or at the time worked with, because like half these people are gone now, it seems. Yeah, half these people are gone. Yeah, like my friend and coworkers and stuff. To-do list, I didn't really get most of this done because of scheduling and heat stroke possibility, but that will be explained later. But yeah, just like stuff that I really wanted to try and do. I didn't get to everything, but you know, it can't hurt to have a lot of extras on the list. And then this is where the fun stuff happens. Just a lot of decorating, very much so inspired by like Journal with Dolly, Rainbow Holic, and a few other people I can't think of off the top of my head, but I used a lot of gelatos, a lot of markers and stickers. Like I think I went through like 20 something sheets of stickers, or like finished off. I either used up the entirety of or finished off 20 something sticker sheets in this whole thing. My mom and I ran some errands before we went to the airport because we had a bit of a later flight. Like I had to drop off some money at the bank. We went to go see my cousin Parker's grave before we left. And she had to like go get an allergy shot and stuff. At the airport, I took pictures of our magic bands. She was curious as to how these things worked, like how I decorated and stuff like that. And I only did like a little bit of this in the airport. So the lady that was sat next to me on the plane had her phone way too loud to the point where they went to the overhead speaker and said, yes, we need to remind everybody that you need to keep your phone volume to a low or put in earbuds or headphones, please. And she's like, shh. Like, she was like, oh crap, and like kept turning it down. She was watching like a horror mystery or whatever, so it's like you kept hearing loud screaming in the back of the plane from her phone. When we landed, we were in the shuttle to get from the terminal to like from the gates to the like to like the security point or whatever. This little boy came up to my mom because she had Woody in her backpack or in her purse, and he said, "Ma'am, aren't you afraid Woody's gonna run away?" And it was so sweet. It was like, "Aw." He was about 8 or 10-ish. It was really sweet. We went to Caribbean Beach Resort, and it was a lot of fun. I wrote down like our building number, what floor we were on, and our room number. This isn't where well, this is like the old Port Royale. Like there might have been some rooms, but it was like the restaurant, the gift shop, the stuff like that. That was our building right there. And then roughly around here was the Skyliner station. So we didn't have that bad of a walk to get to the Skyliner, so it was really nice. And I'm just kind of, none of these little blurbs are kind of important, so if I read them aloud, I'll read them aloud, but just like little notes. I just kind of mostly want you to see the pictures and whatever stories I have. Oh, so, what we planned on doing was going to, you know, try to do some mini golf at the Winter Summerland mini golf course, but we had like rains, like pretty bad rain when we landed, and when we got to our hotel, we had to literally just beeline to our room in the rain with all our luggage because we couldn't get the dolly, or like we couldn't get the dolly because the little thing was closed, or the bell service was closed. So we're like, oh shit. So we just booked it and we were soaked. But we ended up like quickly drying off real quick, and then we went to Disney Springs instead to go shopping. Just kind of get our shopping out of the way. And I got Earl's sandwich again. When I tell you I keep craving the sandwich every time I book the trip, I crave it. Like I was like, I want to go back and get 2 more sandwiches, but I didn't end up doing it because we got too busy. Oops. That's my kicking my tripod. As I do. But yeah, oh, my mom, this Woody doll that you're going to see every now and then in pictures, he was my cousin Parker's favorite toy, and he loved Toy Story. So when he passed away, we kind of take him along with us on family trips and stuff. Like either his mom, my aunt, takes him with her everywhere, or we'll take him with us. So we just decided to take him with us this trip. So yeah, it was really fun having him around every now and then. And then my mom went to the Give Kids the World Village that day on my first park day, and I went to Animal Kingdom. And I rode Kilimanjaro Safari first because I do not care about the Avatar rides. I'm sorry, I do not care to watch cowboys versus cowboys and Native Americans, but from space. So it's basically all I heard. It's the sum of it. But there was a family of 3 next to me in the back of the car. What is it called? The Jeep, the safari vehicle. And they were so cute. The little boy was just like, are we gonna see zebras? And I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna see zebras. Is that your favorite animal? He's like, yeah. And the mom's just like, oh, I guess you like zebras now. It was so sweet. They were so cute. But yeah, I have a lot of fun in Animal Kingdom, but my mom does not like Animal Kingdom for some reason. I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, at least Animal Kingdom's consistent with a theme, and Hollywood Studios is just a junk drawer. It's the junk drawer park. It's not even coherent, like, consistent anymore. So, after Kilimanjaro Safari, I went to go, see, I saw It's Tough to Be a Bug, but then I went toward, Festival of the Lion King. Sorry, my brain's mashed potatoes, and I just recorded a flip through like 20 seconds before I started this one. So yeah, I went to go see It's Tough to Be a Bug, and then I went to wait in line for Festival of the Lion King. And when I grabbed the ice cream bar to wait in the line, I heard the music going to hey, the character cruises are going through, and I'm just like, oh shit, I hope it's Chip and Dale. So I booked it to the wall that I was closest to, like, to see them, and I took pictures of them real quick. Oh my god, when I tell you I miss seeing characters, like, up close and hugging them, I mean it. Like, I wanted to hug them so bad. Like, this is a hate crime. I hate this. This is a hate crime because I hate not hugging my boys. And then Festival Lion King. I love this show. It was a bit watered down. Like, there were no tumble monkeys. There was a lot of like dialogue cuts and a lot of like bits and bobs clipped out because of, you know, COVID regulations and social distancing practices, which is fine. But I'm just like, just the energy of the show was still there. I'm just like, ugh, hits me like a train every time. And I put in this little flip, live in the moment. And on the back, it just has the quote, "Yes, the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it." From Rafiki. And yeah, just a lot of little doodles and stuff. I don't care if you really pause and read any of this. Like, you can pause and look as much as you want in this case, because I don't mind at all. Afterwards, I went to the conservation station next door. And, well, not next door, but I went to the train to go to the back of the park to go to the conservation station, do the animation stuff. And I ended up drawing Squirt and Crush. And I was just writing about how, like, all the memories of the animation studio stuff when it was in Hollywood studios, and how it inspired me to want to learn how to draw better and draw more characters and stuff. And how, because I went to these classes so much, the instructors would literally say, well, since you're a veteran here, we're just going to go with whatever the majority else says not. And I'm like, so they haven't done yet. And I'm like, that's fine. It was kind of funny. But I am so glad they brought this back. And it's a lot better now because they kind of give you the guidelines and stuff. Because a lot of people are like quitting because they couldn't make a perfect circle now. But yeah, that's my Squirt and Crush. Ooh and ah, and sometimes wow. Yeah, and then I went to go ride Dinosaur and then Everest. Did I ride Everest? Yes, I did ride Everest. Can't remember if I did. But yeah, I rode Dinosaur, and then I got a Yeti sundae, which is just like chocolate soft serve with white soft serve on top, looked like a mountain peak. And it had blue cake crumbles on top, and like candy sugar or like crystal sugar kind of thing, and it had like snowflake sprinkles, and then it had a white chocolate picture of the Yeti on it. And yeah, it was great. I definitely love Animal Kingdom. And I even wrote on the side, I'm almost certain the Yeti will never get fixed at this point. Because that thing has been broken pretty much since the first year of the ride's operation. And the only way that they can get back into it to fix it, well, actually, let me rephrase it. The Yeti himself isn't broken. His support structure is what's breaking, or broken. Because they didn't properly think it through that they would need to repair the Yeti. Well, not really the Yeti himself, but just like the structures around him. So because of that, he's built into the framework of the mountain and not just kind of like his own separate platform. So if they want to fix the Yeti, they have to basically cut into the mountain like a birthday cake to get him out. So they haven't done that. And the guy that worked on him retired recently. So great. Now who's going to fix the Yeti? Because he was just like, I'm going to fix it. Every D23 he went to is just like, I'm going to fix that Yeti. Never did. Now he's retired. So it's like, are we just going to keep having the strobe lights and a fan on him or what? All right, so the next day was a Epcot day. We got in kind of late because it opened up at like 11. Mom went to the hotel lobby to go drop off something or to go return something, and then got me Mickey waffles with home fries. Oh, it's so good. I want to eat that again so bad. I should have grabbed more before I left. But it was a very good time. We did get rained out quite a bit though, but it was fine. It was manageable. So yeah, we go to International Gateway because that's closer to it's the station. That's where like you basically enter the park in through World Showcase. And it was during the Food and Wine Festival. So we ended up getting like a booklet or 2 or 3. I just kind of have like reference and I can tear up and stuff. And we also did the hide and squeak for the Food and Wine Festival, where you get like a little map and then you take the stickers and you take them around the World Showcase and you look for Remy statues. And you can't really put them around willy-nilly. You have to look for specific ones in certain areas. Like, for example, like there was a cucumber, like Remy was with cucumbers in Japan. So that's where you have to put the sticker. Like, oh, in the Japan sticker section, you put the cucumber sticker. So it was a lot of fun. We wanted to rope drop for Frozen Ever After first, but the line was so long that we ended up going to Grand Fiesta Tour instead, which is fine. Not a big deal for me. I did, I love this ride. I love the Three Caballeros. They're so cute. Jose Carioca is definitely my favorite. And then after we rode Grand Fiesta Tour, we went to the Land Pavilion, and I rode Soarin' while the line was still empty. And when I got back out of the line, like when I was done riding it, the line was literally just backed the hell out. I'm just like, whoa, glad I rode it when I did. Also, this is an actual fast pass from like ages ago, but it was when I was still California technically. This says it's from 2013, this fast pass, so a little expired. Oh, March 29th, 2013, or at the very bottom of it. And yeah, after we rode Soarin', we rode Living with the Land, and then we rode Journey into the Imagination with Figments. I love this ride too, but my god, it needs to be fixed. Like, it needs a renovation so bad. It hasn't changed since I was little. Like, I think I was like 1 or 2 years old when this ride got taken. No, I was like still a baby when the Dreamfinder was taken out, and I was like barely a toddler when they put Figment back into the ride, but just kind of like, oh shit, people don't like this here. The forecast calls for rain later today. Get your ponchos ready, because we got rained out quite a bit. Then I made Sir Blue Bottom again, because every time I go there I have to remake Sir Blue Bottom. And then every time at the end of the ride, when you get off the car and you go to the like little play area, I don't care if COVID's a thing, I don't care if like I touch the wall and I die, I have to trail my hand along those footprints on the wall. I've done it ever since I was little, and it's just reflex at this point. As soon as I see the footprints, just because when I was little, this is kind of like our height chart when we were growing up. We would try to see like how tall we were getting by seeing who could get to the higher footprint arches and stuff, because it was just kind of like trailing up and down the wall. I miss being small. I miss being a kid. And I rode Mission Space. Orange side is the only side that matters. I love the intense orange side. If you prefer the green side over the orange side, coward, chicken, baby. No, I'm kidding, it's fine. People get motion sickness pretty bad on this ride, so I can understand that. But me, I love the real intense G-forces of the orange side mission around Mars. I did ride the green orbit around Earth or around the moon mission a couple of times. It's okay. It's really cute. Like, it's cool. But no, I gotta do the orange side mission. That's my physical therapy, or my touch therapy for a while. That accumulates to all the hugs I never get in my life. So and then Mom got this strawberry ice cream soft serve, and she loved that. From here, things got blurred on what happened due to the rain and such, but it should be a rough general order. And at one point, the rain got very bad, and parts of the park were ankle deep puddles. My shoes got soaked, but we still had fun. Like, oh my god, in China, it was like I was literally treading through the plaza because it was just flooding. I'm like, is there like a draining problem, or is just the rain that intense right now? Like, I can't tell. Yeah, it was definitely crazy. So the first foods that I had that I liked was the chicken teriyaki bun and the shrimp tempura sando in Japan Pavilion. Very, very good. The braised beef poutine, I should have paced myself. That was so much, but oh my god, it was so good. Mom and I ate some of the festival foods and rode rides, and we found all the Remy's and got Figment cups. Oh, so when you're done with these, right, like these little scavenger hunts, you can get a prize for it. And the prizes this year, I'm not gonna go grab it right now, it's all the way over there, but they're like little like ice cream, like little tiny little hard plasticky cups. They're not that deep, but they're a pretty good little size. Like you can probably put like a small bit of ice cream in it or something, or like some like quick snacks, or like a small bit of goldfish or pretzels or whatever. And they have a good number of designs. Like they had Remy, they had Beauty and the Beast, they had Mickey and Minnie, and then they had Figment, and we both got Figment cups because we love Figment. I did see Pooh Bear outside the Imagination Pavilion. I wanted to hug him too because I love Pooh Bear characters. They're so sweet. And Mom ended up getting 2 of the Greek foods. She got this like cheese and spinach and artichoke, I think. It's like not like a croissant. I can't pronounce it. I can't let me see. Spankapka, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. I'm sorry to anybody that speaks Greek or understands Greek. It's just like, oh god. But Mom adored this griddled cheese. It's just cheese that they put on a grill with honey and pistachios on it. And she loved it. I think she got like 2 or 3 more times after that. Like it was that good. End of the night with fireworks in France. We found a perfect spot to watch the fireworks in France. Oh my god. It was like a nice little table. I think it was like right... Oh, it was just a nice little table set up. We were just out looking over the water. And as soon as we were done, we just basically walked right over through International Gateway and just got on the Skyliner relatively quick. Minus the line, like the initial push line to get through, but it was not that bad. It was immaculate spot. I'll have to see if I can point it out again on a different map or something. Like, I don't have a fresh one anywhere here, but it was a really good spot. Oh, I do love this park, and I hope that it gets more people drawn to it, but I do hope all the construction in the future world wraps up so it's a lot more open. It feels like a rat maze at the moment, because literally just the perimeter of the entire park is open. The entire middle of Future World is closed right now because of it all being under construction or renovation. So it's just a perimeter rat race. It's crazy. I also wrote, I want to write a special shout out to all the amazing guests and cast members I met this day and all the other days that complimented / respected my pronoun button and complimented my Figment inspired outfit. I realized this is my first Disney trip since I came out as non-binary, and this day really gave me a huge surge of gender euphoria and confidence. So I do hope to really carry all that with me as long as I can when I get home. Because oh my god. There was a family behind me when I was waiting in line for Mission Space, and one of them was on the phone. They looked at me and they said, excuse me, do you know what color side this is? And I said, oh, this is the orange, more intense side that you go to Mars. And they said, oh wait, hold on. Your pronouns? Oh, they, them. Oh, cool, thanks. They said that this is the orange intense side where you go to Mars. And I'm like, like it's just, And then at one point, when we rode Figment, one of the guests came up to me, and they had like red shorts, a rainbow buckle belt, a rainbow choker, red eyeliner, Tinkerbell wings, like made for kids, but they like opened up the straps so it could fit them better. And it was just big gay energy in that outfit. They approached me and they're like, "Oh my god, I love your outfit." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I love your outfit." We were just like geeking out real bit for a while. I'm just like, "I'm so sorry, but we gotta go. Thank you so much again, friend." And we left, and Mom was just like, "I keep noticing that people are checking you out. Like, they're looking at your outfit and like looking at you." I'm just like, I mean, Epcot does have the biggest gay energy out of all the parks here, and I'm dressed like a very gay person. But like, gators are on high alert today. It was great. So this was the third day that we went, and we had CDC updates effective on the 30th. As of today, due to an increase of COVID cases due to the Delta variant, masks are required inside regardless of vaccination status. I didn't care, but it's also just like, get vaccinated, people. Not that hard. Get sticked or shut up. Or get sticked or stay at home. Like, do your job to do your civic duty to get vaccinated, or just stay the fuck home. Like, either or, no options in between. Looking like a whole snack credit because I wore my whole Disney Mickey ice cream bar outfit. And I wrote, "So hard to believe that there is a picture of Mom 8 months pregnant with me with the birthday cake castle." Small spoilers to my next journal, but this was the birthday cake castle during the 25th anniversary. There is a picture of my mom somewhere in our archives upstairs that I didn't want to go through, but she is in a wheelchair, 8 months pregnant with me, and in the background you can see the castle. And I'm like, oh, if only I could get Reagan to to go look for that, or somebody to go look for that in our house, so that way we could try to recreate it to a degree. Because this is the 50th anniversary. It's like, man, time, 25 years changes a lot. Like, I just thought something like that would have been really cute to recreate with my mom. Because I think it was going to be more in if I remember the angle right, because I looked at this picture a bunch when I was little. But I think it would have been more in the Adventureland or Liberty Square area kind of thing. I'm thinking more Liberty Square. But yeah, I was just like, oh, that'd have been so cute to recreate. That would have been so sweet. We went to Magic Kingdom for rope drop. We were aiming for Mine Train, but Mom didn't like the look of the line, so we rode Dumbo first instead, then Pooh and Small World. And then this is also from Wish Upon Magic. It's the plaque that you see on top of the arches when you enter the park. And it says, "Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy." Did I miss any other stickers from another person? I did not. Did I? I did not. Sweet. Gosh, extremely cute. I love Pooh. Today is my favorite day. Pooh is such a pure soul. How could you not like Pooh Bear? Just how could you not like Pooh Bear? And I put a quote from the books. Piglet noticed that even though he had a rather small heart, he could hold a rather large amount of gratitude. And I thought that was really cute. Pooh Bear was the theme of my nursery and baby shower, and my brother even had a Pooh Bear baby quilt. And there's a picture of my nephew with that same baby quilt. I almost started crying. I'm just like, this is too cute. Oh my god, this is too cute. And then TTFN, ta-ta for now. And then Small World. I love this ride. My sister also loves this ride. I wanted to get my sister at least one or two of the Funko Pops that they released based off this ride, but she didn't want them. I'm just like, you don't at least want two, one of them at least? I'll get it for you for Christmas or your birthday, or just to treat yourself kind of thing. But she didn't want them. Just are you okay? But yeah, it's just mostly Love the colors and atmosphere of this ride, and then just like quotes from the song. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears, world of hope, world of fears. There's Just Fun, Moon and One Golden Sun. And then Though the Mountains Divide and the Oceans Are Wide. And then cutest ride ever. Also, a majority of the pictures that you see, minus like some of them, are pictures that I took by printing out on my Polaroid Zip. But at one point I was like, I'm starting to run a little low on these, so maybe I should kind of cool it. And I just use a lot more stock images, like maps, pictures, like cutouts from kids' books that I found in thrift stores, like kids' travel guides to Disney. Oh, this is another sticker that I got off Etsy. I don't remember the shop name, but I think I had it somewhere. I can try to link them, I can give people the links if anybody really wants to know where some of these shops are, but I'm not trying to dismiss small businesses or by any means, but just I can't remember off the top of my head. Ill prepared, as always. And then Haunted Mansion. The line moved very quickly despite how long it was, which was really nice. And I pretty much just wrote like the opening lines: when hinges creak in doorless chambers and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is a time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. That's just all here. And then the spirits have received your sympathetic vibrations and are materializing for a swinging wake. And then if you would like to join our jamboree, there's one simple rule: it's compulsory. Mortals pay a token fee. Rest in peace, the haunting's free. So hurry back, we'd like your company. And then I put, I'm pretty sure her name's Katrina, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember a lot of the NPCs in Animal Crossing's names. But she's just saying, hurry back. We'd like, be sure to bring your death certificate. And then my favorite show of all time in Magic Kingdom is definitely Country Bear Jamboree. Hate that they cut it back so much, but whatever. So before we went in, I noticed that Liver Lips and Big Owl were on top. And I'm like, oh, I want to hug them too, but I can't hug you. You're all so far away. But Liver Lips was like trying to blow kisses to these ladies nearby. And they were just kind of like waving at him, just like, you don't just leave Liver Lips like that hanging. So I moved a little closer and he's like waving at me and I started blowing him kisses and he's just, oh, and like waving at me, like just like all lovey-dovey. Like I'm just like, I wish I could hug you too. And then Big Al, I was blowing him some kisses too. And he's just like, oh, I miss character meet and greets so bad. Like, Disney, please bring them back. Like, this is the only time that I feel like I can actually be socially acceptable to hug people. Like, I don't hug enough people as is. I want to hug bears and, like, bears and chipmunks. Please, let me hug them. This show never fails to make me smile. I love the charm and humor of the show. And then I took a picture of, like, the three heads, Melvin, Buff, and, Max? Yeah. And Henry, Gomer, Five Bear Rugs, Liver Lips, and then Shaker, Trixie, and then Bunny Bubbles, Beulah. I love this show so much. It's so cute. Then we went to Adventureland. We rode Pirates. And then we went to the Sunshine Tree Terrace. Or no. Yeah, that's what it is. Or we went to go get Dole Whip, and I got the Dole Whip float with a swirl of vanilla and orange, and then it had orange Fanta in the bottom. It was a lot of orange, not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of Fanta, but it was really good. From there, Mom and I rode Pirates, and we had Dole Whip before going to watch Chantiki Room. And then I also love Enchantiki Room. It's so cute. And then my siestas are getting shorter and shorter. We're not going to talk about when it was under new management, but I had the stock image. I'm just like, that's cute to put in. Remember when this was my show? Oh, on the way out of Adventureland, a cast member got excited seeing my Mickey ice cream bar outfit. Are you Disney bounding as a Mickey bar? That's amazing! Yeah, we were walking from Adventureland to Tomorrowland, so we went past, this is the band for the thing, by the way, I'm not just whatever. But yeah, we were walking past Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, and the cast member was like, freaking out like, oh my god, I love your outfit. Are you cosplay? Are you dressing as a Mickey ice cream bar? It was so funny. I rode Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Did not get the highest score, but I got really good this time. I got pretty good. I got 333,800, which is at least a fraction of the way there. A third of the way there. Good job. Good job, me. So we also rode like People Mover, and my mom went to go grab something. So first thing, if you have not had the cream cheese filled pretzel, what are you doing with your life? This pretzel made me see heaven. I'm not religious, but I saw something. I saw the pearly white gates of something when I ate this pretzel. It was so good. So yeah, Mom, I think, went to the bathroom, but I went to go grab the pretzel, and I waited in line for the People Mover because it was kind of moving pretty quick, and I'm like, hey, let's ride People Mover real quick. And when we rode People Mover, as we were getting like that close to it getting on, it kept stopping and going, and we're like, oh no, is it gonna close down? But it didn't, but it did keep stopping and starting for some reason. And when we rode it, Space Mountain had its lights on because it got evacuated. And I love seeing this kind of stuff. It's really cool for me whenever I see like the ride lights, like the show lights are turned off or turned on. The maintenance lights. So there's no like show ambiance or whatever. I always find it so cool. Like, I always get excited that I'm gonna get evacuated off a ride. If I get evacuated off of a ride, I'm just like, ooh, cool, I want to see behind the scenes and get up close and kind of stuff. And then Space Mountain was shut down with the lights on when we rode People Mover. And then, funny enough, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor just reopened after we left Florida along with other things. He didn't end up riding Space Mountain at all, but we're not too worried about that. It's kind of a tight squeeze anyway. Sorry, I've been talking for so long and my throat's like, please, mercy. I need to get sponsored by Body Armor. I chugged this crap last weekend and I'm just like, I need more. Oh, to be a duck that lives at Disney World. What a life. At some point, Mom got rainbow ears for herself as well as all kinds of rainbow accessories. I was starting to get really hot and tired, so we walked around Main Street for a little while and then had hot dogs at Casey's Corner. And then we went to see PhilharMagic. And, okay, so PhilharMagic is almost 20 years old, and I did not realize this till recently, and I'm just like, I feel like a fossil. But the thing is, PhilharMagic has not been updated or added on to at all since it's been open. And for the 50th anniversary, they're putting in a Coco sequence in between The Lion King and Peter Pan. And it hasn't been released in World, but it has been released in Land. So I got to see it through like someone's recording of it. And I'm like, oh, I want to see this for real so bad. It looks so good. I love Coco. It looked like it just fits right in. Oh my god. It was so good. Just the clip of it, I'm just like, I love that stuff. I love Coco so much. And I hope that this is like a good sign to add more to it or maybe make a seasonal variant of it. Because wouldn't it be cool if like for Halloween they did like a villain medley or whatever instead of all like the good guy songs? Like, you know, Disney, hire me, I'm right here, please. Like, first off, it's not a Genie Plus crap, but let's do this. I did ride Big Thunder Mountain, but that was the last thing I rode. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to cool down enough throughout the day, so we left Magic Kingdom at about 5 to 6, and the bus didn't come for 45 minutes, and then we took the Riviera bus, but the driver was super rude, like he didn't want to take us there. So yeah, that was fun, but we ended up getting back, and I ended up resting, and we all had a good time after that. I put this little Gudetama with little, I drew in some sweat marks and just too hot. And the next day we went to Hollywood Studios. This was a cutout from like a map or whatever of Disney Springs, but I thought it was kind of fitting because it's a very Mickey-esque first ride. Rode the Skyliner from the hotel to the park. I really like this outfit and I want to wear it again if possible. It was very like black and white and Mickey glove inspired, if anything. I really loved that outfit. And we rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We got on it really quick, like surprisingly quick, but it was really cute. I really want to try to watch the newer the newer cartoons because it's all in that style. But yeah, it was really, really cute. We rode Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. Well, I rode Rock and Roller Coaster. Mom stayed behind because she's not one for coasters anymore because she says she's retired from coasters. Tonight's stories of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. And then I just wrote like quotes from the scripts. Hollywood 1939, amid the glitz and glitter of a bustling town. A bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age in Hollywood. Golden age of the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star. I'll read it. I'll read my own handwriting correctly eventually. It's brown on brown. What do you expect? So yeah, I rode Rock and Roller Coaster. Thank God for a roller coaster retired mom and single rider lines. Thank God for the single rider lines. So in Rock and Roller Coaster, different cars have different playlists. And it's all Aerosmith songs, obviously, because it's Aerosmith's music. But they have Nine Lives, Sweet Emotion, Dude Looks Like a Lady, Love in an Elevator, and Young Lust. Some of these kind of have like mashups, but I got Sweet Emotion on that ride. And then Love in an Elevator has like another song before it, but when you're about ready to leave, like when you're about ready to get to the exit station, it says Love in a Roller Coaster instead of Love in an Elevator. It's really, really cool. And thank God for single rider lines. And a quote from the ride as well. Hey Sal, it's me. I'm gonna need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch. I love that pre-show. It's so good. And you went to Toy Story World or Toy Story Land. It's so good. It's so cute. It's a really cute little area. We didn't get to ride Slinky Dog Dash because the line was way too long for our liking. But we did end up riding Midway Mania and Alien Saucers, and it was really, really cute. I love the Wii game that was made before the ride opened. That was a thing. So I pretty much learned a lot of the tips and tricks for the ride before we rode it for the first time because of the Wii game. If anybody still has that, please let me know. Or like if anybody played it as a kid or when they had a Wii at the time. Like, I'm so curious. Who else played that? My final score was 168,600. You're gonna get an arm workout. Like, men have the upper hand when it comes to this ride because it's all just a repeated jerking motion. That's all I'm gonna say. Spring-loaded jerking motions. And my prize was a cat. One day I will get the deer. Because that's the next prize up, and then it's a bear at the very top. But I don't think I can ever get that high. I don't have the arm strength for it. We ate at Woody's Lunchbox. Or no. We did go to... I did order lunch, but I had to wait for the time window. Because when we were in the line for Alien Saucers, I ordered lunch at the Woody Lunchbox. But it was like a 2-hour wait before my time window could come up. So what we did was we kind of walked around a little bit of the Star Wars area, but we just ended up getting drinks because they had like the really cool like round bottles and stuff with like the alien language on it. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've never watched Star Wars before, but not dissing it, it's just I've never seen it, so I don't know anything about it. But yeah, all we did was get the cool little bottles and just kind of walked around and saw Kylo Ren and stormtroopers walking around. Well, like on a stage, but walking around or whatever. My throat's crying. And then we went to go have the grilled cheeses. Or I had a grilled cheese with tater barrels at Woody's Lunchbox. And it was so good. So good. Then we saw Muppet Vision 3D. After we ate, we went and saw One Man's Dream, Muppet Vision 3D, and then we went back to the hotel to rest before going to Disney Springs to shop more. So we went to the other half of Disney Springs. Like instead of going toward the World Disney store, we went to the M&M store, the Coca-Cola store, and I ended up getting a little like souvenir cup thing with M&Ms in it, but I made the non-binary flag color. So I'm just like, I'm feeling so gay right now. It's ridiculous. So it was great. And yeah, I want to hug the Coca-Cola polar bear too. Oh my God. It is a crime. I understand why, but it's an absolute crime that I cannot hug these characters still. Get your vaccinations, people. I want to hug Mickey Mouse again so bad. And so the next day was supposed to be another Magic Kingdom day, but because of the near heat stroke that I had, we ended up changing it to an Animal Kingdom day. So yeah, we got picked up in a Moana bus to go to the park. That's why there's a picture of Moana there. We rode Kilimanjaro Safari again. It was very, very nice. Very fun time. Oh, and there was this giraffe just like a whole head in this tree. And I sent it to my friend and said, that is neck deep in the feast. And we also saw Tough to Be a Bug. It's always my favorite thing in shows like this and Country Bear Jamboree to just hear everybody's reactions to it, because this show is not made for little kids. It's so scary. Like, it's terrifying for children. It's, like, once you see Hopper, like, once Hopper comes out and, like, the bug spray fills up the room, I just scoot up in my seat a little bit and just like, yep, cool, ambiance. Hearing the shrieks, then you're over your target, hornets, arm your stingers and attack. And I'm just like, okay, here comes the screaming. And then when they get like jabbed a bit with the fake stingers in the back of the seats, you just hear like the, ah, oh my God, like this, all the distress. I'm just like, I feel evil, but I love it. And then the giant Black Widow spiders dangling overhead. It's amazing to hear, like, just the sheer terror. I sound malicious as shit, but I don't care. And then at the very end, I still kind of keep my, like, feet, like, my butt to the edge of the seat, because there's also, like, bugs that, like, crawl behind, like, the back of your neck on your back and, like, by your ankles and stuff like that. It's so funny to hear people like, oh, God! Again, I'm mean. I'm very mean. So, yeah, we saw Tough to Be a Bug again. And then we rode Dinosaur together. Fun fact, in Dinosaur, the ride used to be sponsored by McDonald's. Because a lot of the rides back then were sponsored by something. And I think they still are, but for the most part, they don't need sponsors anymore. But Dinosaur used to be sponsored by McDonald's. And in the ride, in the queue just before you get into the cars, or in the Jeeps, or Time Rovers, that's what they're called, the Time Rovers. When you're going down the steps to get into like the base of the queue, you'll see pipes, like a red, a yellow, and a white. And on those pipes is the chemical makeup, or like the chemical compound for ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. It was like a bit of a nod to McDonald's at the time. So before I get to what this is, I ate a very delicious but very spicy chicken rice bowl at the Harambe Market. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I am very white. I'm so white that like table salt can get spicy for me some days, unfortunately. And I got my heat tolerance from my aunt that can't even handle table salt, so I'm just like, God damn it. So now I can't thoroughly enjoy certain foods because I can't handle the spicy. Yeah, it was like a bowl with like jasmine rice, or no, cilantro rice, a bit of salsa, like black pepper covered chicken, and it was really good, but I was like sniffling because like my nose was just running up a storm. I'm just like, it's good, but like spicy. Like I was coughing and sniffling. My mom's just like, oh, you're Caucasian, youngin, like says the Caucasian woman in front of me. I love making fun of myself that I can't handle spicy. The mom and I got cookies from this like little bakery inside one of the gift shops nearby the Kilimanjaro Safari area. She got like a chocolate chip cookie one, and then I got a peanut butter cookie. And they were very big and very cakey. And I'm like, yes, all the cakey cookies. Oh, I forgot. Mom and I also got rainbow treats from Goofy's Candy Company because we went back from the M&M's and Coca-Cola store side all the way to the Disney store side. We went to the Goofy Candy Co. and I got a rainbow Mickey cupcake, and my mom got a rainbow Mickey Rice Krispie treat. We were in very big gay rainbow moods. We got cookies before we went to Planet Watch, and then dropped Tuk Tuk from Raya and the Last Dragon. I still need to watch it. We later got Yeti sundaes and then took the bus back to the hotel before we rode Magic Kingdom for the fireworks. So this is Tuk Tuk, or Tuk Tuk. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Not bad for a first attempt to never really sing the show, or the movie. Yeah. It's kind of cute. So we went into the park, and I said, Mom, I really want to ride Mine Train for the first time. You can go ride whatever you want beforehand, but I'm just going to try to go make a beeline for that ride. But I ended up getting 2 cream cheese pretzels before I got on the line. And I literally devoured those things. When I tell you those things are good, those things are good. You need to try to get them if you go. I tend to hop around a bit, so try to ask. Like, ask where the cream cheese pretzels are. You can thank me later. I think there's like a spicy one too. They have jalapenos in it too, but I'm not too sure. I don't like spicy, as you know. I'm very, very white. I'm very pasty. I got myself 2 more cream cheese filled pretzels to eat before I got in the ride, the queue line. I have not been on this ride before, so I was excited to see what all the hype was about. I thought that this ride was very cute, but I didn't think it was really worth the 1.5-hour wait. I did think the scene and all the dwarves and the mine was adorable and sweet. I may try to ride this again in the future, but with a fast pass for it. Or I guess in this case, a lightning lane. I don't know. I don't like this idea of the whole paid fast pass bullshit. What the hell, Disney? You're already trying to milk money enough as is. Like, why do you gotta milk us even more? Like, come on. I know you gotta make money too. But, like, it's already expensive to get there. Met back up with Mom in New Fantasyland and after the ride. And then we rode Little Mermaid. A lot of, like, mini-me stories here. I always loved Little Mermaid, and I remember a whole movie of me in a pull-up holding an Ariel doll by her hair and singing Under the Sea, then throwing the doll in the air in her land a few feet away from Mini-Me. Like, I was just literally in a pull-up, nothing else, gripping this doll by the scalp and just under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, and just yeeting this poor doll up in the air. And then another mini-me story is I wanted to talk to Ariel about everything, but I clammed up when seeing her and then act like I talked to her. I couldn't fill it all in the space, but I was pretty little, and this is when Ariel's grotto was there. Like they had like a little play area, like little water fountains and stuff, and you can go like in a little area to meet and greet with Ariel. And I was like, I'm going to tell Ariel this, I'm going to tell Ariel that, I'm going to tell Ariel this and that and that and this. But when I got to her, I just said nothing. But she was like, did you want to tell me something, sweetie? And it was like, you know, playing with my hair and all that stuff. I just wouldn't say a damn thing. So then when I got out of the line, like when we were done, I was like, oh, I told Ariel this, I told Ariel that, I told Ariel this and that and that and this. And my aunt loved to tell me that story, just like, sure you did, kid. Telepathic, I guess. And then I just wrote the lines from the reprise of Part of Your World. What would I give to live where you are? What would I pay to stay here beside you? What would I give to see you smiling at me? I love Little Mermaid. Is Ariel my favorite princess? I also love Tiana and Rapunzel. I am so excited to see Tiana take over Splash Mountain. Like, yes! Kick out Song of the South for me, please. Yes, Tiana. They're barely giving us food or info on this Project Tiana. Right is what they're calling it, or the Tiana attraction. But I'm just like, whatever morsel I get, I will take to the bank. Because I am so excited to see this Tiana ride. Now, I don't think they'll ever do it in Tokyo Disneyland. But, like, oh my god, they need to... I want to see this Tiana ride so bad before I die. Like, you're hyping it all up. Not giving us much info, but you're hyping it up. Get it here. Where's the info? So we went to go watch Happily Ever After, but we assumed that it was at 10. We had no idea that the fireworks started at 9, an hour before the park closed. So we went in the line to go get ice cream, but as we got in the line, we're like, oh shit, the fireworks. So we hopped out of the line to go see, and it was so crowded. It was so bad. Like, we kept trying to get a good spot, but like the security guard's just like, you gotta stay in behind the lines or else you will get kicked out of the park. And we're like, we're trying. As it's all going, and I barely got to hear the Hunchback part. I'm just like, this is the last time I'm gonna see it. Oh, it was crazy, but we managed to see the majority of it, and it was really nice. I cry a little bit. Not gonna lie, I always cry a little bit. I even said I always get teary-eyed during the Hunchback part in the finale, because Hunchback stan that I am. Hard to think that when I come back, there'll be a new fireworks show here. And then after the fireworks, we ate our ice cream with a bonus sandwich that went, and then went back to the hotel. So I got a sundae in a little bowl that looks like an ear hat. And my mom got a cone. But I guess somebody made like an extra ice cream sandwich with like 2 cookies in them over top of it. So the lady said, well, we have this extra one. Do you just want it? And we're like, and I'm like, oh, well, we have ice cream now. And Mom's like, sure. We didn't even touch the damn thing. Or we barely touched it, but Mom finished it. And she's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So the last day that we had was an Epcot day, and we stayed the entire day, open to close. We got so sad seeing the Magical Express return info on the door. Very sad. On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us. As Patrick, I don't remember his name. It's not Patrick Seitz, it's an anime voice actor. Patrick Warburton, I believe is the name. He voices Kronk. That Patrick. We hopped on the Skyliner and went to Epcot. Our first rides were Soarin' and Living with the Land. We were enjoying it as much as we could, already not wanting to leave. time to feast around World Showcase. We started in China and then we went up, so you gotta kind of look at this backwards, I guess. But we did end up riding Frozen Ever After because the line was weirdly short. And funny enough, when we got in the line to ride Frozen Ever After I ate this pan-fried chicken dumplings, very, very good, by the way, there was a spider on my neck, and Mom's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, don't move. I'm just like, what? What are you freaking out about? She's like, there's a spider on your neck. Like, I'm like, oh my god, get it off. It was bad. And then we went to Germany after we rode Frozen, and I had the apple strudel vanilla sauce, and my mom had this like spatzel, I believe, or like some sort of dish with like ham and cheese. And the apple strudel was very good. It's a little on the tart side because I don't like Granny Smith apples at all. That's why I'm also just like, apple dishes scare me because they're probably made with green apples, and I hate green apples. But it was still good. It's just I don't like the tartness of the Granny Smith apples. And then we went to Italy, and then we got these croccante, I believe. These crispy half moon breaded mozzarella filled ravioli with pomodoro sauce. It's basically like a different type of like mozzarella stick. We first went to ride Frozen Ever After and World Showcase and started to eat around the world in China. We went to Norway first and ate in China. My bad. I keep forgetting the pattern. We ate around the world in China. In Italy, we laughed over baby me story about how I almost choked to death on a mozzarella stick. So when I was really little, my mom gave me a mozzarella stick to chew on, and I guess stupid baby me sucked on it or something, because apparently I had choked. I started to choke on it, and my mom had to pull the cheese out of my throat like a clown's curve. I always crack up thinking about that whenever anybody brings up like mozzarella sticks or anything like that. Oh, it's so bad. But after a while we did go to the American Adventure, and I said, not gonna lie, watching the American Adventure now feels so gross, because like it's all that colonizer whitewashed history. So it's like, ooh, cringe. Ooh, cringe. Ooh, gross. Also, Hall of Presents, I'm just like, I don't even want to bother with that anymore. When are they going to rent a room? Because after we left, the Joe Biden animatronic was installed and debuted, but I'm just like, okay, at what point will it be to be where they don't have enough space on that stage for any more presidents? Like, they already have everybody leading up to Biden. So when will they run out of space? And even still, like, I know Walt Disney was a big fan of American history and the presidents and stuff, but it's also just like, every passing election, this show gets more and more controversial, I swear to God. So why not we just avoid that controversy? Or people like protesting it and stuff like that. Like, people were, I think they had to like have people like heavily, like cast members like, do not throw shit, do not boo, do not whatever kind of stuff. Oh my God. So yeah, anyway, in the France Pavilion, at certain times of the day, they'll have Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Then the rest of the day, they'll have Impressions de France, which is like the OGs thing that they have, like the original attraction. First time seeing it, it was very fucking cute, very fucking funny. It was almost like Lion King 1.5-esque, but it was a lot more like short and sweet to the point kind of thing. I'm not gonna really spoil it, but it's very funny. It's very, very cute. Apple pie soft serve after we went through our World Showcase. This shit is so good. So good. Very, very delicious. It's very like subtly sweet with the apple and cinnamon flavor. Oh my god, it's so good. I put this little rabbit with the weight of the scales. It's like we gained so many pounds during this day. Instagram helped me decide the color for Blue Bottom's new friend. The poll actually was for purple, and I made a purple, a yellow, and an orange one, but for some reason, it only sent me the orange one. So, third place. Got it, I guess. So, we went back to Future World and rode what we wanted and finished shopping a bit. We both rode the test track, the single rider line. Then we went back through the Future World to do our final lap around World Showcase. We also rode Spaceship Earth again. I rode Mission Space again. And I got Celeste saying the opening line. Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our planet has sailed to the universe of time. And then after we rode test track, we stopped at the little candy or the donut spot. And I got a candy jar donut. Very sugary and chocolatey. Like, I'm not a big fan of the frosting that was on top, like the chocolate frosting or whatever, but the rest of it was very good. I felt sticky afterwards for like 2 hours, but you know what? It was good. We both rode Grand Fiesta Tour again and casually walked around when Mom stopped to get more griddled cheese. Oops, I guess I covered up. I went ahead to grab an item for Little Britches, and I saw Belle and Mary Poppins and had a lovely chat with them with a shop clerk. Yeah, oh my god. I miss character meet and greets so much. Mom and I split up for a bit so she could finish getting stamps for the fromage montage. There's like a secondary type of scavenger hunt kind of thing where you'll go around the World Showcase, and in the back of the booklets they'll have a list of like mainly cheese dishes, and if you get 5 of these cheese dishes, you can go to one of the it tells you where to go, but you'll go to that spot and you'll get like a free well, not free, you have to essentially pay for it indirectly, but you'll get like a little souvenir cup with a cheesecake soft serve sundae kind of thing in it, and Mom said it was really good, but I'm not a fan of cheesecake. Mom and I split up a bit so she could finish getting stamps for the fromage montage hunt. We went back up in France, the same spot we watched the fireworks earlier. She went to grab an ice cream and I kept seat occupied, and she recorded the whole thing while she had having it look like Woody was watching. It was the perfect way to wrap up our vacation. Ugh, I already miss it. Final day. Life is short, eat dessert first. Our final Skyliner ride was an emotional one, at best. Just us crying. We put our masks back up immediately after we took the picture, though. So we dropped off our bags at the lobby, and we went to eat at Beaches and Cream. The walk-up line was at capacity due to a party of 11 immediately booking it up. So we're just like, oh, shit. Okay. So we went to the window next to it. And it usually sells like adult milkshakes, like it has like alcohol in them. But we ended up getting this mini sundae or mini kitchen sink, because the kitchen sink's actually supposed to serve like 4. Sorry, I thought it was not recording for a minute. My phone got interrupted. But yeah, so the kitchen sink actually serves like 4 people. It's huge. This can serve like 1 or 2 comfortably. And it's like a vanilla chocolate and strawberry ice cream with like some fruit, but we got like all the fruit taken off and we took out the strawberry ice cream, just added extra vanilla. But it comes in a souvenir like bowl kind of thing, and you can either get Mickey pants that look like a sink, or you get a Minnie Mouse skirt that looks like a sink. And they're really freaking cute. We went up to Beaches and Cream. We walk up when it's already booked up. So we ate at the quick service window, and we had a mini kitchen sink, and it was delicious. We then had a fancy mac and cheese at the food court before we left to the airport. And later got Starbucks and Auntie Anne's pretzels. When we were in the plane, I noticed we were flying over Magic Kingdom. I wanted to cry at the final farewell for now. And we landed right, my sister took us to the airport. So I don't know if you can see in the picture, but that is the Magic Kingdom park. Like, there's Space Mountain, there's the Contemporary. I was like, oh my god, Mom, we're flying over Magic Kingdom. Oh, and also the mac and cheese in the Beach Club hotel. Mine had chili, goldfish crackers, like green onions, and oh my god, it was so good. I recommend it. It's very filling, but it was very, very good. And also, all of this is just a Skyliner trip to Epcot, and then you just walk to it from the Skyliner from like International Gateway. It's not that bad. It's very nice. You can literally walk off the calories. And after that, there's nothing left, unfortunately. And then just a wonderful trip. And then this is from a Princess comic figure that I got, like a blind box. I just glued it a bit. Just this little comic. The village cheered as their carriages rode into the sunset. The end. And then what happened? They lived happily ever after. And then what happened? They have another exciting adventure, which I'll tell you more about tomorrow night. And then what happened? What happened next was you went to bed. Aww. Yeah. It was definitely a very, very fun trip. Try to do a quick final-esque flip. Quick flip, if anything. I'm still trying to figure out if I should put this with my regular journals, or if I should try to like put this with like other like pictures, like photo albums and autograph books and stuff like that from the past, but I'll figure it out later. Anyway, sorry, I know people don't like finger cracking. I'm so sorry. It's just I love finger cracking. It makes me feel like I'm doing something productive with myself, even though I'm not. Anyway, that was my travel journal. I hope you guys enjoyed. Pardon it being very chatty, but it is what it is. I had a lot of fun. So I will see you guys later. Bye.